What would you do if your entire village believed you were too weak to survive, and the only way to prove them wrong was to face the most feared creature in the forest, alone? They said he was too small, too timid, too soft to survive in a world ruled by strength. But deep in the heart of the African savanna, a whisper echoed through the wind, that even the meek can roar like a lion. Stay with me as we journey into the soul of courage, in the tale of the lion's heart. Welcome, dear listener, to a tale woven from the golden sands of Africa, a story told around fires, beneath moonlight skies, where wisdom flows with every breath of the wind. This is not just a story about lions or men, it is a story about fear, belief, and the untamed strength hidden within every heart. Let me take you to the great village of Ukuta, where a boy named Kwechiri walked a path few dared to tread. But this is not where his journey began. Kwechiri, inspired by the stories of Amadi of Umuchukwu, a boy only 12 years old when he stood up to two ferocious leopards that had tormented the village for years. While grown men cowered, Amadi rose with a sharpened spear and fearless eyes. The leopards fell that day, and the boy was crowned king by the people, who saw in him the heart of a true leader. This legend lived in Kwechiri's mind like a burning flame. Though timid, though fearful, he often asked himself, what made Amadi different? In the village of Ukuta, tradition demanded that every youth at 16 enter the Forest of Roars, a place of wild beasts, ancient beliefs, and truths waiting to be discovered. Entering and returning from this strange forest alive proves that you have left childhood and have entered your adulthood. You are now numbered among the brave and heroes of Ukuta village. When Kwechiri's day came, the villagers doubted him. He wasn't strong like the others. He didn't boast or lift heavy stones to impress the elders. He walked quietly and feared deeply. But as the sun dipped behind the udara trees, an old woman approached him. Her name was Mama Uloma, the village storyteller and keeper of ancient wisdom. She saw something others missed. She placed a lion tooth pendant around his neck and said, "The lion is not king because of his size, but because of his heart. Yours is still sleeping. Go and wake it." With trembling steps, Kwechiri entered the forest. The darkness swallowed him whole. The howls of distant beasts echoed like war cries. The wind seemed to whisper his doubts. He ran. From the sounds. From the fear. From the memory of every voice that ever told him he wasn't enough. But he couldn't run forever. On the second night, he came upon a lion trapped beneath a fallen log. Its roars were loud, fearful, like a wounded lion ready to devour. Kwechiri's body trembled, but something deeper stirred. He remembered Amadi. He remembered Mama Uloma's words. And with every ounce of strength, he lifted the log and freed the cub. He named it Simba. He hunted. He built fire. He listened. And slowly, courage began to grow where fear once lived. On the seventh night, the storm came. Trees cracked, thunder rolled, and the forest came alive with fury. Out of the shadows, a full-grown lion emerged, powerful, hungry, standing on Kwechiri's path. Kwechiri could have ran. Every part of him wanted to. But he remembered Amadi, remembered the choice that made a boy a king. So he stood. Spear raised, legs shaking, heart thundering. He stepped forward and with a raised spear, he pierced the lion's throat with his spear. The beast fell to the ground. Kwechiri collapsed, not in fear, but in awe of the power he had found inside. When he returned to Ukuta with the dead body of a full-grown lion, an unremarkable evidence of his newfound strength, the entire village gathered in silence. They saw not the quiet boy they once doubted, but a young man with fire in his eyes and purpose in his step. And when asked what had changed him, he said only this: "I did not go into the forest to fight the lion outside. I went to wake the lion within." Mama Uloma nodded, her eyes proud. "The lion's heart," she said, "was never out there. It was inside you all along." Moral of the story: true courage is not found in the absence of fear, but in the strength to face it. Like Amadi of Umuchukwu, we all carry a lion within, and the moment we believe in it, we become unstoppable. Yes, unstoppable.